So, I mean, I get it. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like...
You guys are both emotional messes right now. Well, I'm Jason.
And I'm Jules.
And
we doing
filmographies. We got a good one today.
Yeah, a great one.
We got a classic comedy.
We do.
The reason Chevy Chase is famous. One of those movies.
Yep.
It's not Fletch. It's not Caddyshack.
This is actually before Fletch.
This is Deal of the Century.
It's after National Lampoon's, but before the Christmas one.
Yeah.
And before Spies Like Us. He did like a 4-movie run at Warner Brothers.
All Horrible Bombs?
No, the first National Lampoon's and other movies. This movie. And then he left to do Fletch.
Moon River.
And then came back and did Spies Like Us at Ghostbusters, I think.
Is it pretty much over with him by the time he does Nothing But Trouble? It's already, the Chevy Chase era is come and gone?
It is. And you did correct me because he's not in Ghostbusters.
Oh, I just washed over me.
I know.
Much like this entire movie.
I don't think I've ever heard of this movie.
No.
And it's rare to find a Chevy Chase movie on the approach to the apex of his career that you just never even heard of.
Really?
Yeah. What other movies would you say that would qualify as that?
I mean, Spies Like Us is the other one that's shitty like
No,
this.
everybody loves that movie.
No, they don't.
They do.
No way.
They pretend like they don't.
Oh, this little
Or maybe
juice.
they pretend like they do. But it's one of those movies that it gets a pass.
I vaguely have seen the video box for this, probably at a rental store. I listened to a whole episode on it, on 5 films from, when they were covering 5 films from William Friedkin.
On the nowplayingnetwork.net.
No.
Oh.
I'm really going to slam these drinks for this one.
The tagline for this film, which was also rated PG, Chevy Chase and his partners are arms dealers. They sell second-rate weapons to third world nations, but they're not out to stick it to anyone. I don't think I read this before just now. That's absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible. The budget for this film was an estimated $10 million. It grossed $10 million.
Yeah.
I kept thinking of course, that movie with Ethan Hawke, where he's a gun selling guy. Remember? And then in the beginning, they show it
Nicolas
like
Cage, Lord of War.
Oh, is that Nicolas? What did I say? Ethan Hawke?
Yeah.
Who's the other one? Sam Rockwell? Who's the other guy in that movie?
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto? What am I thinking of?
I think that I might be very uninterested in people selling weapons. Is there really much in the way of jokes in this?
No, that's the problem. You hit me with that synopsis.
Thought so.
Because now I got to talk about this movie. Before I wasn't going to.
Deal of the Century. Small-time arms dealer Eddie Muntz, Chevy Chase, inadvertently gets roped into a boondoggle when his hotel neighbor, Harold DeVoto, Wallace Shawn, kills himself before he can finalize a deal of his own, making it up as he goes along with no help from his partner Ray Kasternak, Gregory Hines, who himself has suddenly found Jesus, and a bizarre alliance with the widow of Harold DeVoto. Eddie must rely on his quick wit and ability to think on his feet if he wants to survive long enough to seal the deal of the century.
In my mind, the movie starts when Chevy Chase is brought into the dingy hotel room or whatever, and those gentlemen are looking to buy guns.
Does it start with that? I think it starts with the shitty weapons from the government lockup.
In what way? What happens?
Are they showcasing that vehicle?
I know they do, and it would make sense if that's when they did it. But I think it might be after this. For me, and this would make it better, so maybe that's why I like it. Just a cold open, and boom, Chevy Chase is being brought into this room by this guy. It looks like he's an extra from Scarface.
Yeah.
And there's 3 other guys there. And Chevy Chase pulls out weapons. Oh, he's cocking and locking guns and shit. Oh, this will kill all sorts of women and orphans, you know. And and then he pulls out the rocket launcher, like you like that part. And he goes, check this out. And it's like night vision. And there's like an army blockade or whatever outside. And the little guy, he pulls it down. No, man, you got to go up here. And so the other guy comes over, lifts him up. And then the other guy looks in and they're just like, holy cow, this is bananas. We love it. I think he even gives the guy a Coke because on the rifle, it's got a bottle opener.
Yeah, and like a wire cutter.
He really harps on that wire cutter.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, man, we were interested in these weapons, sir. And he goes, oh, yeah, by the way, and he shoots it. And it just blows these guys almost through the fucking wall.
And no doubt kills the police officer.
Oh, they're dead.
Car, like, what?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem right.
You know what this reminded me of?
No.
Iron Man.
Okay.
When he does his missile test and he goes like, I'm Christ. And it,
yeah.
Just like that.
Except for Chevy Chase is just like killing innocent people.
Military officers.
Yeah.
And, you know.
I think the police, it's military.
Well, they have military jeeps and they look like they're wearing army fatigues.
I mean, I guess they could be bad guys.
So it's probably in a country where the military is acting as the police.
It's a very bad idea.
Because there's a dictator.
Why would you just blow up a car? That's such a bad idea.
And kill those guys.
Yeah.
And maybe even kill these guys.
You aren't like worried that they're going to come for you? Like, your gun running is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be actively killing people also.
Because you're just going to leave now? I mean.
It's horrible.
So the guys get up and they're like, this crazy gringo, and they run out.
Doesn't even make the sale.
So I'm like, oh, is he doing this stuff to deter?
Oh, he does make the sale, though.
Bad guy? He does, it turns out.
Yeah.
So no, he's not doing this as like he's an undercover guy or something. No. And Ray's not with him.
No.
It must be noted. Then I think we see the military guy doing the military test for the military drone Peacemaker.
I was like, is that fucking Moonlight Jones or whatever? Burt Lancaster from Field of Dreams? I was like, no way does he go from being beefy like this to such an old man in a few years.
No.
But he looks a little bit like him.
I couldn't place who I thought he looked. Oh, no, exactly. I know exactly who it is. I don't know his name though, but he was Patriot's dad on Patriot. Remember that actor?
I can't remember right now.
I mean, he's been in a ton of shit. And you're going to be like, oh, I know him from several other things, you idiot.
I mean, I believe you. I just can't remember. I remember
Dumb
Red Foreman
shit.
From that 70s show as like his enemy.
Yeah. I'll give you his name. I won't even show you a picture. Let's see if that rings a bell.
Eric LaSalle.
Terry O'Quinn.
Oh, yeah.
You know Terry?
Yeah,
T-Dog?
Lost, and he's the stepfather.
He's also on Star Trek TNG.
Oh.
By the way.
Are you thinking about Terry Farrell?
Nope, but he was on there too.
That's a she.
That I know.
Okay.
All of this part of the movie,
yeah,
not specifically this part within the timeline of the movie, but this plot line of the film.
I'm bored the second they get to the air show.
This feels like a 80s screwball combat academy type scenario, right? With the guys that work in the command truck or whatever.
Yeah.
You got Romy Malky over here. Is that his name?
What?
Oh, whatever. You got this guy over here. You got the guy over there who's from some 80s thing. Is he the friend in Fright Night?
No, I thought, isn't there the guy who looks, it's not Bob the Goon, right? From Batman.
Oh, maybe. No, I don't think so.
There's this guy who's been in stuff. No, the friend from Fright Night's not in this.
No, okay. I meant the remake.
No, you didn't.
I know, I didn't. There he is. Tracy Walter.
Is that Bob the Goon?
It is. Now that I see him old. Yeah, that's him for sure. So the military guy, yeah, he fails the test. He's trying to sell 20 or 30 of these fucking Peacemaker drones, which are enormous.
We watched it before the thing. Maybe that's what went wrong with the machinery. Yeah,
and it's going bananas. It's spinning around, and that's why they have the cartoon sound effects.
Mm-hmm.
Ooga.
Those are something.
Uh-huh. And the general guy goes, "Oh, this is the greatest day in the world for the." Are they Marines? Navy?
Oh, for
Air Force.
It's for the Air Force because the Navy just bought 20 of them.
He's like, "Why is this the greatest day, sir? This machine's a failure." And he goes, "Because the Navy just bought 20." And he said,
and then they cut to the Navy and they're like, "Oh, God damn it.
Fucking hell. What the?" Trying to wrap up the contract, but it's made of plastic, so they can't tear it.
I'm doing the thing to the mic cord again.
Oh, that's you. I keep thinking it's me, and I feel like such a boner.
Yeah, you fucking boner. Well, just like this movie's a boner.
Yeah, so then Chevy, he's driving a van, and he meets the guys that he almost killed.
Yeah.
Not the guys that he did kill, but the guys he almost killed.
Yep.
And they're looking at his humanitarian aid boxes, and they're finding guns and shit. And they give him a big briefcase full of money.
He counts it.
He grabs a grenade first.
Yep. He's like, I'm going to hold on to this.
For what reason?
To blow us up if you want to kill me.
Because he should have pulled the pin.
Yeah.
And held it.
Yeah.
But he didn't do that. So they'll just shoot him
in the head.
And he'll drop the grenade, which will not be live.
Right.
But he counts all the money, or fans through it. I guess, is he looking for decoys to make sure all the bills are there or whatever?
I guess.
So then all of a sudden the helicopter comes in and it's the military and they just start shooting each other.
Does Chevy work for the U.S. military?
Well, that's what I thought. Nobody accuses him of that, though.
How does he get the weapons? So is he fronting all these weapons?
I don't know, because Gregory Hines, later, when we first see him, is making grenades. So I'm thinking, are they making the guns? Are they like getting old, busted up guns and fixing them? Because they don't seem to be a pretty heavy outfit.
No.
They, for whatever reason, set up shop in the country they're trying to sell guns to the only one guy who will buy them.
Uh-huh.
And then they're going to have to leave and go to a different town after they make that sale and move their gun. I don't know. Boy. So Chevy ends up getting shot in the foot.
Yeah.
And his Achilles heel.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And all the money goes flying away, and it's fake money. Like visibly fake money.
Uh-huh.
Like they couldn't even bother to not just get monopoly money, basically.
Uh-huh.
And because they didn't want that money, they got to collect it. It's going into the river.
Yeah.
You know? So Chevy Chase makes it out of there because the gun guys go, hey, get out of the van. They're shooting. And so they don't suspect him of being a narc or anything. Yeah. Which is good. Reputation intact.
Mm-hmm.
He gets to his hotel, though, and he's limping. And all of a sudden, Wallace Shawn's just fucking putting on the Wallace Shawn show.
Yeah.
And it is glorious.
Yeah.
It's a little annoying.
Yeah.
It's a little much. It's a lot. Fuck. My wife's got to leave me. God.
I'm just trapped in this hotel room. I can't leave.
I just had dinner with Andre for 2.5 hours.
What day is it? What month?
And he's in his, he's a fucking bad guy. He's in his underwear. And Chevy Chase is like, what's going on, man? And he goes, hey, come here. I want to show you my plans.
Look, Mitch, it'll make it easier to understand what I have to say if you go to my special place.
Yeah, that's good.
I've been working on this big deal. I'm a gun guy. I work for Luck Up. I'm going to stop doing it. And I'm trying to sell these Peacemaker planes, but the guy hasn't called yet. I've been here for like 20 days or some shit.
And they'll only call once. If you don't answer, they move on to the next guy. So I can't leave. They're fucking with me.
And my wife doesn't appear to like that. I'm going to kill myself.
Why doesn't the wife come hang out with him?
I don't know. Maybe because he lives in a pigsty.
Clean it up a little bit.
I'm sure he's living like that because she's gone.
Yeah.
He just fall apart. He has a gun, though. And Chevy Chase, this is a pretty solid Chevy Chase moment here. He sits him down and he goes, look, man, cut the malarkey. I know you're not wearing shoes, but you got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and finish the fucking deal. The deal's all that matters. You do the deal, man, and you'll be the nuts hanging from trucks.
King fucking shit mountain?
Yeah. His Royal Highness-ty.
You'll be Stranger Things.
You'll be doing the deal of the century.
Yeah.
I just got that.
Yeah.
And he goes, you're right, Chevy. Thanks for talking me out of it. And Chevy goes, yeah, no problem. I'm going to take these bullets, though.
It's almost torturous talking about this movie after suffering through watching it.
Oh, I love it.
What?
You're in such pain.
Yeah, I'm not having fun.
So Chevy leaves, and all of a sudden, and you're expecting it, but you're like, they can't do that. And so Chevy goes into his room, because after Chevy leaves Wallace Shawn's room and goes into his room, which is just a hotel room,
yeah,
he leaves his door wide open
and
lays on his bed to go to bed.
That's what you do.
And when he goes in, we see poor little Wallace Shawn in his underwear and a big gunshot in his brain, curled up in the fetal position. And I can't believe they showed his dead body.
Yeah.
Kind of feels like it was a little taboo to me. So I'm already thinking, maybe this isn't a comedy. So what does Chevy do? What would any man do? Because the phone immediately rings and it's the deal. So he goes, oh yeah, that guy that you've been talking to and he's been waiting for all this time, he's gone now.
Yeah.
And Eddie Muntz is your guy. My name sounds like I'm a swindler, but I'm Eddie Muntz. Okay, we'll meet up. So then apparently it's the dictator guy who's a total cornball. Remember he's talking about women wearing perfume?
If they don't wear pants, we'll lock them up?
Yeah.
Or if they do wear
From now
pants?
on, women can't wear pants in my administration. And he keeps looking. I don't know what he's looking at, but that's the dictator guy.
Yeah.
And he's a total Looney Tunes character. So there's just gun guys in the lobby waiting to sell guns to him. And basically, all right, here's the deal. Sigourney Weaver was Wallace Shawn's wife, but she somehow seems to be entangled with Lockup, the guy that runs it, that we'd already talked about.
Didn't we? We saw her like long before this in a bar. Where she was like the dream lady, and then he walked up to her and she's a regular lady.
And she's not having any of his shit because he's an asshole idiot.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to lay out here is that her and the gun guy, they realize that Chevy Chase can probably sell some of these things before the bad news gets out, and they tank. So he's already weaseled his way in. Let's just get him to do the deal, and then we'll all make money and run away. And this is after she shoots him in the foot, by the way. So that's what they're going to do. But Gregory Hines, who suddenly appears, is suddenly going to leave the movie because he doesn't want to be a gun runner anymore because he's found Jesus.
Yeah.
Wants to accept him into his life.
Yeah.
Chevy's like, well, fuck, dude. I really don't want you to do that right now because we got to do this deal of the century. Gregory Hines is going to be struggling with that for the rest of the movie. And there's a really weird scene where he's put to the test.
That guy, who's that guy that does it?
I think he was in JFK.
He's in a million things.
He's in a million things. She feels like she should have been, but I don't know her at all. It's a very boisterous couple that are arguing. Gregory Hines, who I thought had just left Chevy Chase's apartment because he's there and then he's outside. So this whole time I'm thinking, well, where's Chevy Chase? He's got to hear this, but I guess maybe it's somewhere else or he doesn't hear it. But the guy runs into him and he's trying to be cool hand Luke, and just the guy's not having any of it. And even though he was trying to defend the guy's wife, who the guy was verbally assaulting, she all of a sudden starts siding with her man and is now verbally accosting Gregory Hines in addition to the man. And the guy keeps goading him back in. Finally, he pulls out a knife and cuts Gregory Hines' tire.
Look, just lighten up.
Worked up.
Come on, man.
You worked up.
Oh, man. I don't believe it. I don't believe this is happening.
Then he gets out a tire iron.
It's pretty crazy how he's like, I'm going to get a different weapon.
Yeah, and I thought, okay, now he's going to attack Gregory Hines, but he doesn't. He just starts smashing his windows. Maricon, I think he calls him.
Yeah. That means pretty cool guy.
It does. It means we're friends now in the friend zone. And the wife's, motherfucker.
And that means you can be our third.
So the guy's going full Michael Jackson on his car. He's on the fucking hood now, or on the roof of the car now.
Here we go.
And Gregory Hines just walks over and opens up the trunk and pulls out the flamethrower that they had established earlier in the movie.
The fire launcher.
Fire launcher. And he just flamethrowers the shit out of that guy's car. And the guy and his wife run away.
Good call. He might have cooked you.
And Gregory Hines, who can't drive because his car has a flat tire, mind you, is just standing in this parking lot watching this car burn. Mm-hmm. And it might explode.
You can drive on a flat tire.
He's not going to.
You shouldn't.
Because his windows are all smashed too.
But you want to get out of there.
But where are you going to go? During all of this, Chevy Chase is laying it on thick with Sigourney, who really doesn't give a shit. And then they find like a mutual partnership that I think is kind of nice. But then he basically says, hey, I need you to have sex with this general to seal the deal. And she says, is that what you really want? And he goes, whatever. And she goes, all right, no problemo. And she goes upstairs and the general's in the hot tub. You remember this scene? All of a sudden, it cuts to a close-up of a television set.
And audio, right?
Yeah, talking.
Yeah.
So you get this loud-ass TV show, and they're doing like clear ADR in the background. And it sounds like they're doing it, but I don't think they are. So I think he prematurely ejaculates.
I hate this movie.
So it gets to the point where it's now just a bunch of long, drawn-out scenes of them trying to remind the guy, hey, we sell these things. You don't want these things. These are bad things. And Gregory Hines, all of a sudden, at the very end of the movie, is like, I'm going to steal a jet plane because I don't want to do this anymore.
I'm too old for this shit.
And I'm going to maybe kill everybody at this weapons show.
Yeah.
At least blow up everything here.
All the weapons. It's my job as a Christian. I must destroy all these weapons.
Because even though the guy mentions like this plane isn't one we sold, the salesman, as he's showing him the plane, how the fuck he just gets into the plane, starts it, and starts driving away.
Yeah, the keys are in them.
Keys are maybe they're in the visor.
Are there keys in airplanes? Probably not.
There's something that you have to engage the ignition start with. I would think it's one of those keys that you
shreds
that you use on a. He's flying this plane, and it's like a toy in front of a green screen.
Yeah.
It looks really bad.
Yeah, it does.
They keep showing Gregory Hines in a fake cockpit, just beaming like a 4-year-old through his huge flight helmet.
Well, he was a very good pilot, and they wouldn't let him do it anymore.
So they send the drone out. They go, you know what? This will be the perfect opportunity for us to send a drone out, kill this American pilot.
You should pick tap as one of your Jules picks so we can watch Gregory Hines tap dance.
I might. I've never seen it.
I bet it's so bad.
Isn't he in one with that other guy?
Eve of Destruction?
No, guy from, what's his name? The guy from...
Tap 2 still tapping?
No, the guy from Bamboozled. Savion Glover. Isn't him and Savion in a movie together?
What, tapping? Is Savion Glover an actor? Is he acting in Bamboozled?
Mm-hmm. He's the tap dance partner of Tommy Davidson.
I haven't seen it.
Mm.
I've never been bamboozled.
Mm. They go, oh, yeah, we're going to drone this guy. Chevy Chase is like, you can't do that. It's my friend. And they go, well, fuck, whatever.
Of course.
They go, but sir, if you shoot, you'll kill everybody. And he goes, it's a smart drone, you idiot. It'll hit the target. And they're like, well, no, I mean, we know it's a piece of shit. That doesn't happen.
Chevy Chase turn off the drones, and then Gregory Hines shoots them down.
Yeah, how does he do that?
Is it a switch?
I don't remember. Who cares? It's like that happens, and then Chevy Chase is still a gun dude.
Chevy Chase becomes a car dealer.
A car dealer, right?
With his brother,
who cares for him very much, and his wife, Sigourney Weaver. And the movie ends.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, I feel like you're going to give it a 3.
Yeah, you're right. It's a 3.
Yeah, I will give it a 3 as well.
It's so boring. There's nothing to grab onto in this. It's not funny. It's not interesting. It's not likable. Gregory Hines is maybe the best character, I guess, but even him, I don't like it.
What did you give Sigourney?
Whatever. 5.5.
Yeah, because there is no characterizations in this movie.
Yeah,
everybody has one motivation.
Everybody's pretty much fine. It's just
I like Gregory Hines. I'll say that.
Yeah, Gregory Hines is better than
he came on the screen, and you're just like, all right,
yeah,
this guy's got a fucking pulse,
and he's got the power of Jesus coursing through him.
Yeah,
he's saved.
Well, there you go. That's Deal of the Century.
Yeah,
great.
I'm gonna hang myself.
Film. Could only have been made better if it had never been made at all. You can hit us up on Gmail at wedoinfilmographies@gmail.com. You can also give us a call, send us a text, or leave us a voice message after you give us a call.
763-634-1897.
And you can also go to hit the back tab on your Chrome browser to back out of this after you're done listening to make sure it goes all the way to the end. And then you'll be back on the homepage at nowplayingnetwork.net, which is probably where you're listening to this on. From there, you can listen to
Which Dog Is This? The podcast where it's a dog bark and you have to figure out what dog it is.
Mm-hmm. When put in spaghetti sauce, is this carrot purple or orange? And every week they put one or the other carrot in spaghetti sauce.
Yep, that's a good one.
And Luis Guzman was on the other day, and he goes, I don't know. On the nowplayingnetwork.net.
That's right. And then next week, surely it must be better. It's something called Ghostbusters.
What's that?
I ain't afraid
Is that an alarm?
No ghost.
Oh, what is that?
I'm a Ghostbuster.
Oh, is that from the movie?
Yeah.
Okay. That better not be a spoiler.
I don't think so.
All right. Well, I've been Jules.
It's true. I am Jason. This movie ruined my life.
I'm going to watch it again.